What I wanted to ask, being that you're from Vidnica, and I'm sure our bloodlines are tied up at some point in our lineage, I wonder if your version of the gift could be slightly different. Being that
Maybe.
some of us have it in our blood and some of us do not, it stands to reason that it's some sort of a mutation in our bloodline, perhaps.
Seems fascinating it traveled that far. Yeah, it seems incredible that it's gone this far.
Indeed.
So who knows what's different?
So I would like to propose that although we know you can use the powers of the mist, would you be willing to summon for me something here? Nothing.
Does it work in here?
It should. After all, I only ask that you summon a memory of some sort. I would like to see exactly how vivid it comes through, how potent your connection with the mist is, and how particularly strong is your mind.
Okay. Just a memory?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. And for the rest of the party, I don't know if anybody wants to like tap out for a second, or will if you want them to, or...
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, so Sarnoran will sit there for a while, and he looks like he's really trying to find the right memory. And he starts to think of his wedding day.
Okay. Make an Arcana check for me.
Okay. Nat 20 for a 25.
Oh, shit. The room, dressed in various bits of alchemical and scientific toolery, suddenly fades away. The lights go dim. And as you have your eyes closed, you slowly open them, and from the edges of your two temples extend two balls of light that connect in front of you, lightly illuminating your face. And in an instant, that light extends to all edges of the room, and a totally different scene stands before you. Instead of a room, you see ocean and cliffside. On the horizon, in the distance, you see nothing but waves. At your feet, blades of grass wave with the wind. And as you turn to your left, you see her. Your bride-to-be. What would you like to do?
Is this like, do I see me and her, or is this like a POV of me in that day?
It
Like
is
I'm
POV.
there.
It's you there.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Sorry to put you on the spot like that.
Yeah. Natural 20s and all that. I look at her. And I pause for a moment. And I take her hand. And I look at her in the eye. and I say, you know, no matter how many times we could go through this day, I'll always be glad it was you in the end. You look more beautiful than the day I met you.
As you feel the warmth of her hands and yours, the wind blows at her hair. Long ringlets flow in the wind, and they briefly blow in front of her face. But as they fall and the wind dies down a bit, you see a gentle smile, her eyes staring back into yours, and one small tear rolling down her face until whoosh, the scene fades. All that is left is Arbane standing in front of you, and he... Bravo! That was beautiful.
It was.
I'll be honest with you, I've never seen something quite so vivid as that. Not here or not near the pools.
Really?
Really.
So what does that mean?
Well, it could mean any number of things. It could mean that you are just more talented than anyone I've ever known. It could mean that for whatever reason your gift has evolved differently from the one that I've come to know here in the Mist Keep.
Alex, can I how do I feel about, or how does he seem saying that to me, like discovering this newfound sort of experience? Can I get a read on sort of how he's feeling in this moment about me, and like if it's, you know, copacetic or like ill intent? I don't know.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Beck is so stoked that you just said that, Alex.
Well, don't get too stoked. That's a 9.
He seems like...
Don't forget about our 7 in the chat.
Do you want to use it?
Sure. That's 11.
Okay, I'm gonna mark the 7
You
off.
add it. You add it on top.
You add it on top?
Yeah, add it.
I thought it was just like replaced your roll.
No.
Yeah, so
Oh.
like
That's why
the
y'all
D4s,
keep not taking it.
the
That's an
D4s you add on top, the D8s you add on top, and then the D20s, that's a replacement for your roll.
Okay, cool. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he's a bit hard to read at first.
Until we got a 7 in the chat.
But after you study his expression a bit more, his outgoing personality has faded a bit. He seems a bit more reserved and inquisitive. It makes you a bit uncomfortable that his thoughts have turned inward and that he may not be sharing everything that he thinks or feels with you.
Okay. All right. I don't say anything about it. Yeah.
At the very least, I think that you've had quite a full day. I have a particularly interesting sample of blood that I would like to examine. I would see you off now, and I'll get to work. Are you staying the night?
Indeed, we are.
How long can we expect you here in our lovely home?
Well, we hope to not overstay our welcome. Plus, you know, as adventurers do, we have much business to attend to. So
You'd be doing me a favor the longer you stay. If you would allow me to, I'd love to study as much as I can.
flattering, honestly. As a man of science, I have to say I am honored that you want to study me. But let me speak to my cohorts first. We do run a tight schedule, so.
I understand. Well then, I will hopefully see you in the morning.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye. And he walks you over to the door, opens it. You make your way out, and he closes it rather quickly behind you. You can hear the shifting of alchemical tools and scientific studies behind you.
I make my way back.
As you make your
Quietly.
way back down the hallway, are you trying to stealth or?
No.
Okay.
No, just deep in thought.
Not far down the hallway, one of the guards that was posted far enough away from the room that they couldn't hear anything does begin to walk beside you, almost escorting you back to the room.
Evening. Thank you.
You're welcome. Just doing my job.
And how is your job? Do you like your bosses?
Of course, I have no complaints, but
Don't worry, I'm not going to tell anyone.
make a persuasion check.
Okay. Natural one.
No 7 in the chat this time.
He seems just, you know, he's at work. He'd rather be doing something else.
All right. I'll continue on.
Yeah. He brings you back to the room where you all are staying.
And I
Go ahead.
sorry, I didn't want to interrupt what was happening there.
No, you're fine. Yeah, of course.
On our way back, I just want to like ask of the guards if either of like when we're kind of out of do we ever get out of earshot of what's her face?
Ellen Hill? Oh
yeah.
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
When we do, I just want to like turn to them and ask if do they have the gift? And what do they think of it?
The two of them kind of glance at each other and back at you. One of them, the one on your right, answers, "Yes, we all have a gift. It's a bit of a requirement here. Believe that was somewhat of a foregone conclusion."
Oh, okay.
Sorry, not from around here. Didn't know the protocol.
That's all right. We can't keep anyone here that doesn't have the gift. Not for long. It tends to spiral out of control. Makes things dangerous for everyone.
Could imagine that.
Is that true with adults as well as children? I know you tend to send children off. I figure that they might have a harder time controlling their thoughts.
Yes, it is true of everyone. While adults may be able to control their thoughts more reliably, even one may slip up in the night or when emotions run high.
How do you prepare the children when you kick them out of your city?
How do you prepare them when you kick them out?
Dang, Gina.
Taffy's just cackling.
This has been something that's kind of been weighing on Cheryl since the moment he heard
Dude.
that, like, oh yeah, if kids don't have it, they get the
Bomb
food.
dropped.
Freaking kill him.
The children that were living here during the time that we sunk our city deeper into the mist, as you would have it, were sent to foster care. If they were old enough to fend for themselves, they were instructed to do so. I understand that many of them were kept in touch with by their loved ones, of course. As for the newborns born into our society, henceforth, we have created a system whereby they end up in foster care of their own.
So this is not some kind of... I don't know how to word this, but Cheryl would kind of say, like, this is not some way, or at least you're not assholes about it. Like, you're doing your best to make sure that the kids are set up, I guess.
Make a persuasion check.
Well, he would say that, not so much caring how they respond,
Mm-hmm.
but more so
Like a yes or no question.
well, just like they could not respond to him at all. He just wants to insight check to see how they react to him saying that, like, oh shit, he's on to us, or like, well, yeah, duh, we're not assholes, you know.
We do what we must do. But I promise you, we are not monsters. And we would not do harm to our own children if that is what you are implying.
Just want to make sure that you're not some kind of elitist when it comes to this gift, that it purely is for safety.
Up until 25 or so years ago, when we were forced to push our city further into its connection with the dead, we had many living among us that did not have the gift. If we could have remained that way, I think that we would have. But outside persecution and lack of understanding from the locals forced us into this position. And so we do what we must do.
Fair
We
enough.
cannot simply deliver the children to willing homes ourselves. They would be viewed much in the same way that we have been. Misunderstood, hated. Instead, their identities are kept a secret.
We
I
eat
hope
them.
you understand.
I do. And also for the insight check, not if it matters or not, I rolled a 21.
Nice.
She seems honest, if not a bit offended in some of the implications that you, or she thinks that you're making.
Fair enough. And then, if no one else is asking the guards anything, when we get back to the room, are they coming in the room with us?
They are posted up outside of the room. They are not staying in the room with you.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. As pretty much as soon as the door shuts, he's turning to Ren and going, "What the hell are you doing?
Ooh,
And why
Cheryl
didn't
mad
you
at
tell me that your
you.
plan was to try and lure them away when you
Cheryl's
just
mad at you.
ran out of there?"
I thought it was fairly obvious. I said, do you want to take a step back? And then grabbed you, and then you didn't come with me. So, I mean,
It seemed like after you completely disregarding all of her instructions, after she was more than cooperative, that it didn't seem like she was not going to allow us back there ever again. Now she won't. But after all of that, you still disobeyed everything.
I didn't disobey everything.
And then seemingly tried to run away.
I didn't disobey everything. See, the problem is sometimes I have to do shit I don't want to do.
What's happened when you haven't done it?
It doesn't work like that.
So you've just never tried?
It doesn't work like that.
Then explain how it works, because if you're going to be here with us, we have to be able to back you up sometimes.
So you're trying to say that you don't have a choice in the matter? those actions up there on the altar were not yours?
I'm saying it would have been a much less pleasant experience if I hadn't chosen to do what I did then.
How so?
Before we left, I was told to contact my friends, consequences be damned. And when she showed us her second contact, I was told that it's time and he has waited long enough. And that's about as nice as it gets.
But you've never disobeyed him before.
Right?
And
What's happened?
Arsinoe's right. If we're going to help you in any way, we need to know what we're in for.
It depends. Sometimes I've told you he, she, it, they aren't the most predictable. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
All right, well, that sounds like a big load of shit. So,
Yeah, no, I'm sure that it does. And I
Is it some part of your deal that you're not allowed to tell us, or are you just not saying it for some other vain reason?
they've taken control of me before and done whatever it is they wanted. Made situations worse for everyone around me. Made deals with people who didn't deserve to have a deal made with them. The punishments range from intense pain to suffering for everyone. So when you get the order, do this, it's best to not ask. Has your God never asked you to do anything you didn't want to do?
No, I chose to follow my God. I understand that that's a big difference, though.
Oh, good
It
for
just
you.
would have been nice to know. Even
Well, I
though
couldn't
it's not your
exactly
fault.
tell her, hey, I'm planning on talking to my friends.
Not
but I-
that, but that's how this deal works. That at any moment you might just do something randomly, and we kind of have to go with it.
and obviously we weren't going to just let you die. I understand what you were trying to explain to her whenever you said you tried to get it to follow you, but truthfully, if it's possible for us to help you figure something out as well, I think that's important. I mean, you all followed me up a fucking mountain to try to help figure some of this stuff out. And that guy that you saw, I don't know if you got to hear anything from him, but he's why we've been doing all of this stuff.
He seemed nice.
He seemed nice.
I know that this deal is not your intentions or your fault in any way, shape, or form, but you've got to be more honest with us, because that is on you.
The more you know.
I'm sorry. It wasn't intentional. I would have told you. I mean, I tried to share my intentions beforehand, and like I said, we left the throne room, and that's when I was told, do it now. There was no time in between that.
I'm not saying a heads up on what he tells you to do, but the heads up that could come at any moment, and the consequences mean that you really don't have a chance to disobey. The fact that we were blindsided by not only what you did, but the fact that you had to do it is what I'm talking about.
Well, now you know.
I guess so.
Sorry, I wasn't. I wasn't trying to cause trouble. Honestly, the stories that I heard and what we had heard before led me to believe we would actually be able.
Yeah, I thought the same.
Yes, I figured it had to do something with your connection with your patron, I guess, whatever it is. That's why I kind of held my tongue.
Sorry for dragging y'all into this.
It's not your fault dragging us in. I just want to make sure that there's no more, or at least as little surprises as we can have going forward.
This is all happening while I'm upstairs, right?
While you're not in the
Okay.
room yet.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yeah.
If I could turn some attention for a moment off of Rin
Sure.
to Taffy and Sarnorin.
What up?
Not really off the hook, but I was thinking about it kind of right after he left, and honestly, I was pretty angry because Valafar was kind of the only person that really allowed me to be angry. A lot of times, other people usually like to tell me to calm down, so that's pretty upsetting because how often does that fucking work? But I got a chance to think about myself. If I'm ever going to be a pretty good leader, I can't just run around just yelling and being an asshole sometimes. So I just wanted to say, I know sometimes it's really hard to follow all of the crazy threads that are going on, but it's not just him, but it's also all the other people that are suffering because of the tyranny that they're under. Even if that tyranny is trying to make them believe that they're under somebody good or somebody just. So I'm just asking, it would be nice if maybe the next time somebody asks what we're doing there, or if we could remember and not say we can't. It's just hard sometimes because I think I got worried that y'all had forgotten why we were doing this. That's all. I didn't want to be rude about it. I just wanted to tell y'all.
Okay.
For what it's worth, your friend seems like a really nice person.
He is.
Very good, smooth talker, handsome.
Shut up.
His voice sounds wonderful.
His voice was just chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
I heard a lot of myself in him.
As you all wrap up this conversation, the door swings open, and in steps your friend Sarnorin, accompanied by a guard that sighs. He says, "Well, good night. I'll be returning to my post." And he closes the door before you say anything.
Quick question:
Good evening.
We're in a castle, right? So the walls are stone.
Yeah, they're basically stone with like they're very fine stone with like plaster over it.
Okay, that was it. You can go, Soren. Sorry.
Hello?
How was it?
It was.
Do you have any like signs that you had given blood, or is like your sleeve covering up your arm?
I mean, I have pretty long robes, so
Okay.
Signs that you've given blood. You look
I got
part-
track marks, man.
Like you have the band
have,
on
like,
it, or like
a little
yeah.
cookie.
a little sugar cookie.
I got a sticker on that says I
A little
saved lives
bottle
today.
of
I contributed to scientific research.
a T-shirt that you're wearing over your robe that
Yeah.
says "I donated blood."
Yes.
Dude, I
He
thought that I might have had food poisoning earlier because I still couldn't.
well, I talked to him. What's his name?
I
Arbane.
still couldn't stop.
Arbane. You know, crazy chap, one she's married to.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Well, he's a scientist. I kind of get it.
They can't see this right now. They can only see me.
Yeah, we talked for a long time about the history of this place and how he's devoted many years to the research of the gift. And then he had me do it again in front of him. So that was weird.
In front of him.
He wanted to see
Want to come say hello?
my ability with the gift, so
I love
So
I
you
thought of a
call-
memory. And I have to say, it was almost more vivid
you.
than
And Sam?
when we brought Valifar back. I mean, I was there. I was in the moment. I was there.
Did you receive or bring anything back from this memory like you did with Valifar and staff?
Only more love in my heart than I've ever had before. But I don't think that helps us in this case.
It always does.
But
Kind of.
I need
That's
help
what I do.
because I've just all of a sudden become the prettiest girl on this
Do you want to say hello?
godforsaken place. To these people, they are really interested in studying me a lot.
Studying you?
Yes. He mentioned me interacting with the mist more often because statistically I'm impossible, right? The only people who ever have the gift are the bloodline of the relatives of the people who are native to this land, and then all of a sudden,
You're here.
somewhere in the historical hierarchy, it hit me. And they've never seen that before. And neither have I, to be honest.
Well, they were willing to test us, so they had to have assumed, unless they were just amusing us.
You can say hello in this camera.
I don't know. I don't know why.
We have a
But-
guest.
Hey, Chelsea.
Hello, Chelsea.
I don't know if stream
Hello.
can see her. Look, you can look. Come get close to me until you see yourself.
You're on the internet.
This is Chelsea.
Welcome, welcome to the
Welcome
internet.
to the internet.
Welcome to the internet.
She just brought me food,
Too
so
many
I figured
cameras.
you guys could say hello.
Ah,
There's a lot.
There's a
of
lot of cameras in
A lot
there.
of cameras.
Okay. Hi. Okay.
Okay, bye, Chelsea.
Okay.
We're very proud of you.
She can't hear you anymore.
That's true. She's gone. She submitted her job application today. So.
Oh, awesome. I didn't know that.
Okay. Bye. Okay. Sorry.
So
Dropped off
they're
some food for me.
so they're studying you.
well, it seems they've only begun studying me, but yeah, he took a sample of my blood.
You gave up your blood? Okay.
Why are you so concerned about my blood?
Didn't he not ask for it? You asked if he wanted it. This
I'm
is
sorry,
Morgan.
were
This
you
is Morgan.
there?
This is Morgan. This is Morgan. Clarifying.
She can hide behind anything.
No, she can read lips.
I can read lips.
Yeah, right.
Through walls.
You don't know my life. Maybe I can.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
She's got X-ray vision only when it
You
comes
give
to
up your
reading
blood to
lips.
somebody?
No, I definitely
Yeah.
tried.
Yeah.
I was pretty poor.
Yeah, you tried putting off your blood to like everybody.
Yeah, I really wasn't poor though. I
Becca-
just thought it would be good for you all,
Becca
for
tried
y'all to have some money.
Selling
I-
her blood, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you're a
Celestial. That
prostitute,
makes sense
just-
to me.
Oh,
You guys there?
Blood hoe.
can you hear us still?
Hello?
William?
Oh, I think his video's frozen.
No?
No, his
William.
videos.
Move your eyeballs more.
Well,
it's just
can
his
you hear
eyes.
us?
It looks
Hey,
like
there
one
we
of those paintings.
Hey,
Sorry, guys.
that's okay. You didn't miss much.
My network is doing some weird things right now.
That's okay.
Yeah, so here's my blood. But you know what? It's whatever. I got most of it.
Yeah, but can't people like control other people with their blood sometimes?
And why-
Yeah, but
That seems
not
creepy.
really. You have to be way better at magic than that guy definitely was.
A bloodomancer.
Are you sure, though?
You don't feel like that guy was not good at magic? I mean, like he healed our sick faces pretty quickly in our hands.
Yeah, it's cool, but I don't think he's going to do anything with my blood, especially because he needs me alive in order to study me.
Well,
So
now
what-
that you think that, our DM's going to write something different, so...
So what do you need our help?
You don't know that.
I don't want to stay here and be studied like a lab rat. I was a doctor. I know what that means. I know how long they want to test me and prod me and poke me, and I'm here with you guys.
Yeah.
It's a figure of speech, Arsenoe. I mean, I swear. It's like Bernardo has none of that.
Really, you didn't proke and prod things?
Of course I did, but that's the term you use for experimentation. It's whatever.
Still sounds gross.
I don't want that to happen though. I want to be with you guys and to, focus on our goals together. Because as cool as this place is, I don't see it being, beneficial in the long run.
Can you reach out to people you don't know?
What's that?
Can you bring back people you don't know?
Or talk to them? Do you have to bring them back?
I haven't tried, to be honest. I mean, this is the second time I've ever done it, so
Let's mess up the inside of the castle.
Did it seem like they weren't going to let you go anytime soon, or was it more just, will you
Morgan.
please stay?
it was more of a request, but I don't know if you've had any experience with eminencies and royalty and the like. They don't exactly take kindly to no.
I can get us kicked out if that's the problem.
I think you already did, babe, and we're good.
Well, if
I
we
mean,
need to sneak out of here, I do have a couple things up my sleeve. I just need a night's rest.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I just, I guess what I'm really trying to say is, he didn't seem on the up and up all the way, especially after the vision. There was something he wasn't telling me, and while I'm smart, I don't know if I'm the best at getting information out of people. So that's where I need help. Is I think I need someone with a softer touch to try and reason with this person, if it's possible, or
Maybe I can do it.
maybe I don't know.
I can butter him up.
I don't know if necessarily.
like-
You made his wife mad earlier.
I don't.
I would be surprised.
That's
if they let
true.
you leave this room.
Yeah, you may want to take a break there, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you're the right person for this job.
But it may not even be him as the angle. He may want. You may want to explore maybe the wife or, someone else close to him, because he seems rather dead set on this gift and the study of it, and so he may only want to speak to me directly. But also, any information you wish me to share with him, I can do that as well.